Welcome back, this is Starion from Starion Gaming. Today we're running the Burning Crusade dungeon of Hellfire Ramparts. Now this dungeon was actually the first dungeon you would do once you went through the Dark Portal to Outland. Now let's get on with this. After you did a bit of questing in Hellfire, well, actually, let's pop this open. Yeah, Hellfire Peninsula. After you did a bit of work there, you get a quest to do some work, and get some stuff done and catch and kill. But now that they have dungeon quests actually already in there, you no longer actually have to build up to get the quest, more or less. Which I kind of missed back because that's how they used to have it in Classic. And actually, we got wolves in here that wear armor and everything. They actually are tameable by hunters, which is actually... I actually have this wolf on my survival. Now this NPC here, if you didn't take him out fast enough, he would actually call in reinforcements and you would have 4 to 6 of these warhounds swarming you.
Out of range.
Oh, the first boss actually controls this area here. So basically, we literally killed everything. We would pull group by group. Unfortunately, we would have to move back pretty far because there are some caster mobs. Nowadays, you can probably take a few extra ones on, but you don't really ever want to have take on a group while you're fighting the boss too, unless you can focus fire. Now this is the boss right here. Pretty much back then we'd have to focus on these 2 ads right here because they're healers, and then we could actually focus on taking this guy out.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Now we move up, and there's technically only 2 bosses up. This was a pretty short instance back then. Now this one, we would actually focus on the casters. We didn't really care about the big guy there in the middle. As long as the casters out, it doesn't matter. Now the upcoming room was a nightmare, because you could be feared and such. So we would literally wait for this troll right here to come right here, pull, LOS, kill. We would literally rinse and repeat with this group, and then this group, and then we would grab this group, and then back then, before everything became a bit easier,
I don't have a target.
It was, you had to be on your toes, you had to use things, you needed to be able to work with your group in order to make sure you guys didn't take a wipe. Because back then, and still to now, there's a bunch of dungeons that you don't have checkpoints. You would literally have to run from the start of the dungeon all the way back to your spot, and there was no shortcuts you could take. No one ever liked taking that long route. Now, later on, like raids and such, in this expansion here, Burning Crusade. Like Karzon. After you got to certain bosses to take them down, you could talk to the mob at the beginning of the instance, and he could teleport you to different areas as long as you defeated the boss that you could teleport to. Like the Shade of Iran, you took him out, you could actually teleport to his room then later on. It would save you so much time than having to run. Now, as we're at this boss, all he does is the tank is spank, but you gotta kill the ads he shows up. They're fellhounds. And they could put a damper on your crew if you don't kill them fast enough.
This insolence not will be your death.
He also drops a belt that is a reference to a band. I'm not gonna say what it was. You can discover it out for yourself. Now, if I remember this fight precisely, once you engage these two ads, you actually start the boss fight.
It's too far away.
You have faced many challenges. Pity they were all in vain. Soon your people will kneel to my lord. Be the end of you all.
Let me correct myself. After you kill the two mobs, that's when the boss fight engages. Now, there is a quest, to my knowledge, still in the game that has you looting this. That's what was the quest back in Burning Crusade. You would have to take out the bosses and loot this. But pretty much that's Hellfire Ramparts in a nutshell, guys. This has been Asterion from Asterion Gaming, asking you to please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.